So in this graph, you're given this function. Now, how do you know this is a function? It passes the vertical line test no matter where you draw a vertical line. It intersects the graph only once, which means that for each x coordinate, there's exactly one y coordinate. Okay, now, what I want to do here is this. So let's find the domain for the first one. Okay, so what is the domain here? Okay, remember brackets and parentheses are important when finding domain and range. Bracket -8, so you're going from, remember, your domain is a set of x coordinates. So as you go from left to right along the x-axis, there are no arrows in both of these, right? You don't see any arrows. So there's not going to be infinity or negative infinity at all. So you're going to go from bracket -8 because there's a closed circle, right? Comma all the way to 5 with parentheses because the open circle means that this point is not part of the graph. So 5 with an open, with a parentheses. Okay, the range, you're going to go from along the y-axis from bottom up. Now again, notice there are no arrows. So where does the straw start touching the graph? When y is -2. There's a closed circle there, so we have to use a bracket, comma, all the way to 4 with a bracket. Okay? All right. Then let's talk about increasing, decreasing. So where, and let's call this function f. So where is f increasing and then decreasing? All right. So remember, for that one, you gotta go along your domain, along the x-axis. So as I go along the x-axis, when I say f means the same thing as what coordinate? Y. So as I go along the domain, and my domain is from here to here, what are these y values doing? Increasing. Then what are these doing? Decreasing, then increasing, and then decreasing. All right. So from, remember we used a colored pen for that. So we said from here to here, that's where it changes or it stays the same. So this is, I think we said was increasing. And then from here to here, it did what? Decrease. And then from here to here, f of x increased. And then from here to here, it decreased. All right, so that's a review from what we did last time. So your intervals, remember, these are open intervals. So these are parentheses you're going to use. The only time you're going to worry about bracket or parentheses is with domain and range. So it's increasing from the interval. Now remember, you got to go along your x, you got to use your x coordinate. So you're saying from x equal what? -8, comma, all the way to -4, comma, where else? From -2 to +3. All right, so that's where it's increasing. Now it's decreasing from -4 to -2, and then also from +3 to +5. So those are the intervals. Okay? And then if you wanted to find, let's say, let's say f of -4. Let's just do that. What will be f of -4? So remember, what's the y coordinate when x is -4? 2. So you'd say 2. Okay? All right. Now over here, when we look at this one, what's the domain over here? Again, no arrows. So what's the domain here? parentheses, -7, so you go along your x-axis, domain set of x coordinates, all the way to 9 with a bracket. What's the range? -2, bracket of parentheses. No. Even though there's a parentheses, there's an open circle here, all these are still -2's, right? They're still part of your domain. I'm sorry, part of your range, because these y values are part of the graph. These points are part of the graph. This point's part of the graph. What's its y value? -2. All right, so -2, bracket -2, all the way to 3 with a bracket. Where's it, where is, let's call this G. Where is G increasing? Well, from here to here, it's what? Constant. So it does help if you write those words. And then from here to here, it increased. Then from here to here, constant. And then from here to here, decreased. So where did it increase? Yeah, you got to use your x, your domain, the x coordinates. So -4 all the way to +1. So -4, comma 1. Remember, always use parentheses. These are open intervals when you talk about increase, decrease. And then it's decreasing from +6. So decreasing here, right? So +6 to +9. And then it's constant in 2 intervals. So it's constant from -7 to -4. And it's also constant from 1 to 6. All right. Now, if I had asked you over here, where's it constant? If you were asked that and there wasn't anywhere, you would just say nowhere, right? So you'd say nowhere.
If we wrote NA,
I prefer you say nowhere. All right, what is f of -5? I'm sorry, g of -5. What's g of -5? -2. Okay, so you notice right away that the y coordinate's -2 when x is -5. So that's why you have to use part of a bracket here. So in fact, it's -2 in an infinite number of places. So what is g of -7 points? Not yeah. No, let's do -6.6785. So what is g of -6.6785? -2. No matter where you are between -7 and -4, what is my y coordinate? -2. All right. Now, some of you, if it says write the intercepts as ordered pairs, make sure you put ordered pairs. You're going to lose some points if you don't follow directions. All right, so you got to say ordered. You got to write them as ordered pairs. If the directions said write them as ordered pairs. Okay. All right. So that was a quick review on what we did last time with this. So basically, I wanted to talk about increasing, decreasing, and domain and range with this. Okay.